The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Here comes the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion. And it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate.
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
All right, who's ready for day 2 of the East Region tournament here on Magnitude Sports? I know that I can say that I am, and hopefully you are too. It was an exciting first day. We had 3 teams whose seasons came to a conclusion. Unfortunately for the Valley City Royals, the Fargo Post 400 Comets and the Fargo Post 2 Jets, all their seasons came to a conclusion. And of those 3 teams who lost, probably the toughest loss was for the Post 400 Comets, as they held a 1-1 pitching duel all the way up until the bottom of the 6th when the Devils Lake Storm scored that second run to punch their ticket into today's action against Kindred. Devils Lake will play that third game of the day here against Kindred. We have Wahpeton Post 20 and the Fargo Post 400 Astros on deck here for you right now. And then the Fargo Post 2 Bombers and the West Fargo Vets will be our second game of the day. And as I just mentioned, Kindred and the Devils Lake Storm will be game 3 of the day. And we'll wrap it up tonight with the home team, Castleton Haymakers, taking on the West Fargo Aces. And that's what everything looks like for today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tourney bracket and show you how we got here today. So the Astros with a 5-0 win over the Valley City Royals yesterday make it to today to play Wahpeton, and now it's double elimination scenario. So if you lose here, you still get a chance to play for third place. That's kind of the scenario here. And then the Bombers and Vets, that was set yesterday. And then Kindred will host Devils Lake with their 2-1 win over the Fargo Post 400 Comets. And Castleton will play against the West Fargo Aces, who picked up a 5-0 win over the Jets. Let's take a look at the numbers through one day of play here on the tournament. So we had 13 runs scored yesterday, and 34 batters were struck out. Either struck out looking or struck out swinging. 15 batters were walked. We had 29 hits, 7 errors committed, and 35 runners were left on base in day 1 of the 3 games combined played yesterday. So we'll take a peek at those numbers as we go out through the day to see how they go up and up and up, because obviously they will go up. But I think the most intriguing one there is 34 strikeouts and 35 runners left on base. If I really wanted to break it down, I could tell you how many of those 35 were left in scoring position, but I didn't break it down that far. That's something I can maybe do for tomorrow's pregame show, if that's how we want to look at it. Taking a look at the schedule here, you can find that schedule on our website at magnitudesn.com. You can follow us on all those social media platforms, in addition to our new Threads account. Search Magnitude Sports on Threads, and you can follow us there. So once again, if you go to our website, click on the schedule button, you'll see that all the matchups that I talked about today. Also later tonight at 5:30, doubleheader and Double-A Legion action between the Fargo Post 400 Stars and Fargo Post 2. That game's free to attend. They'll have a ceremony between games 1 and 2 as a tribute to the Fargo police officers who were involved in that shooting last week. And it should be, if you can't make it to Starry Bank Field, you can watch that live on Magnitude Sports tonight, right after the conclusion of Game 1 of that doubleheader. And then tomorrow, the losers of Game 4 and 5, so that'd be the loser of Wahpeton Post 20 and the Astros, and the loser of the West Fargo Vets, Fargo Post 2 Bombers. Those two would play at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And then the losers of the Vikings Storm and the Haymakers Aces would play at 1:30 tomorrow. The winner of the 2 matchups that I just presented to you on the losing effort of it would play at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and then the winners of the second 2 sets of games today would play at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. And then you can see how that breaks down into Saturday as well. with that third-place game being played at 4 o'clock and the championship at 6:30 on Sunday. And then we take a day, or 6:30 on Saturday, and then we take a day off, and then we head to Dickinson. And what we know so far is the Grand Forks Royals have locked in the 10 spot, the Williston Keybirds have locked in the 9 spot, and the Bismarck Governors have locked in the 4 spot. All the other spots are still up to grab. Fargo Post 2 has 4 games remaining. The only way they would not be the number 1 seed is if they lost all 4 of those games. So they just need to win 1 of the remaining 4 games to lock in the 4 seed. They'll lock in the 1 seed, excuse me. And right now it's a battle between Fargo Post 400 and Dickinson for that 7 and 8 seed in that state tournament in the AA side. So still some baseball to figure out on the AA side, but those should be figured out here. I believe Friday, July 21st is when the final regular season games will be played and when all 10 teams will be officially ranked sometime in the evening of July 21st. So we'll have more on that as that becomes available. You can check our schedule to see who's locked in where and all that good stuff. And then don't forget that Kindred and 3 other teams from this tournament will make it to the State A in Kindred. That starts Friday, July 28th, and the championship game would be on August 1st. And we'll have all those games for you right here on Magnitude Sports. This tournament, the AA in Dickinson, and the single A in Kindred. We'll have them all right here on Magnitude Sports. Well, let's take a quick break. Come back. We'll do keys of the game, starting lineups, all that good stuff when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game. These are your keys to the game.
All right, keys to the game here for the Fargo Post 400 Astros and the Wahpeton Post 20. We'll start with the Astros. Do not settle for the double elimination safety net. Come out, play this game, and do everything you can to try and win it. Another thing that would be important here is do not chase those outside pitches. That's going to get the Astros into trouble with strikes, and that's going to give some easy strikeout opportunities for the Wahpeton pitchers. And then number 3, test that post 20 catcher's arm. The Astros have some speed, so don't be afraid to steal second and get yourself into scoring position. 8 times out of 10, you're probably going to beat that catcher's arm, and a base hit later, you could be crossing home plate. And that's exactly what the Astros need to do here in order to pick up a win against a very tough and undefeated, up until now, Wahpeton Post 20. And the keys of the game for Post 20, play confidently, but not with overconfidence. Yeah, you're undefeated. Yeah, you're facing the, the 6th seed? I forget. Yes, the 6th seed, the 8th seed, excuse me. And so play confidently, but don't play with overconfidence because the Astros can catch you if you allow them to. And another way to do that is to play some error-free baseball. And the more inside pitches, the better. We talked about how the Astros don't want to chase the outside pitches, but you also don't want to throw balls to the outside either. So if you can jam up the Astros batters on those inside pitches, you're going to push them off the plate. You're going to have an easier time throwing strikes, and the less hits the Astros get, the better for Wahpeton Post 20. So those are your keys to the game here for victory for these two teams here in this contest here. Let's go over your starting lineups when we return here in about 30 seconds on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
You have options when it comes to purchasing your crop inputs. At Maple River Grain and Agronomy, it's our goal to provide our member owners with the best possible customer service from people that you know and trust who grew up around here and know what it takes to run a successful farming business year-round. The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy can anticipate our customers' needs. They now serve the DGF and Barnesville communities, as well as Rothsay and Sabin, plus many other locations across North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit mrga.com today to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy.
Game time is now only minutes away. Let's take a look at your starting lineups for this matchup.
All right, we'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard here. The Fargo Post 400 Astros batting 1, 2, and 3. It'll be left fielder Alex Christopherson, third baseman Ashton Renitz, and the catcher Caden Newhart. In the middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6 will be the first baseman Gus Wermeyer, the center fielder Kane Mathiasen, and the right fielder Chase Lura. In the bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 will be the second baseman Colston Sen, the shortstop Kate Olhauser, and the designated hitter Ethan Tall. On the mound, not batting today, starting for the Fargo Post 400 Astros is starting pitcher number 7, Joe Gould. And those are your starters for the Fargo Post 400 Astros. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Wahpeton Post 20. Top of the order, 1, 2, and 3 is shortstop Caden Campus, the center fielder Tori Ulick, the catcher Jackson Fleeflet. And in the middle of the order at 4, 5, and 6, the pitcher / designated hitter, number 6, Jaden King, first baseman Josiah Hoffman, and the left fielder Caden Hockert. And in the bottom of the order at 7, 8, and 9 is the third baseman Riley Timian, and I need to look at my pronunciations, make sure I got that one right, and I will get it right eventually here if I didn't that time. So he's batter 7. Batter 8, number right fielder Gavin Schroeder, and the second baseman Jack Rittenauer are your starters for Wahpeton Post 20. Let's take a look at how these two teams stack up side by side. So the season record for the Wahpeton Post 20 is, ironically, 20-0 for Post 20. It's their first game of the tournament, so they got a whole bunch of zeros there, but they're ranked first thanks to that first round bye. The Fargo Post 400 Astros finished conference play with a record of 8 and 12. They are 1-0 in the tournament with that 5-0 victory over Valley City yesterday. They struck out 6 Valley City batters yesterday, scored 5 runs, allowed none. Their tournament ranking is 8th here. And so that is a look at how these two teams stack up side by side. Now we'll see how they stack up when they actually play each other on the field. We'll take a break as the national anthem is just ahead. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports with that first pitch. Stay tuned. West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
I think what makes Proceed win is we're different than the other companies in many ways with our programming, our simplicity, our non-corporate attitudes, and our personal relationship building.
What Proceed is, we bring back the old-fashioned seed buying experience. We're true seedsmen. We care about everything from the sale to the planting to following up afterwards. That's what we're all about, is just trying to bring that experience back to a personal level.
Need seed? Think Proceed. Proceed.net. Great seed at a reasonable price.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with a fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
Why do I choose to work here? It's the people. It's the feeling that you get when you've been gone for a weekend and everybody's genuinely happy to see you and you're so happy to see them too.
They are wonderful. The staff is wonderful. They are so friendly. They're so happy all the time.
It's a family. It's just that overall culture that we have. It's a great culture and I'm very lucky to be a part of it.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back to Haymaker Stadium here in Castleton as you get a look there at Jaden King, your starting pitcher for Wahpeton Post 20. They have yet to suffer a loss this season, and they look to continue that streak into the East Region Tournament, and with any luck, maybe even into the state tournament. They've been an absolutely fantastic team this year, and they really haven't done much wrong. They've defeated the teams that they're supposed to defeat. They've come away with some great wins against some other tough opponents, and we'll see if they can continue that here into this tournament action here. Like I said in our keys of the game, they want to play with confidence, but they don't want to play overconfidently because the Astros are looking to pull off an upset here and keep themselves in the winner's bracket towards that championship game. So as of today, the 8 remaining teams have to win 3 in a row to win the region championship. And then depending, the top 4 teams will be rated 1, 2, 3, and 4, unless Kindred does not rank 4. If they rank 5 or less, they'll automatically be bumped to the 4 seed in the state tournament. So, but Kindred's another team that's been doing pretty well. Wahpeton, though, one of the teams to sweep Kindred this year. And Wahpeton, well, they also swept Castleton, and those right now are your 1, 2, 3 teams. And the first pitch this morning comes across at 11:02, and it is ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to count now. And there is our first strikeout of day 2 on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter for Jaden King. And Ashton Renas will be the batter now here for the Astros, as apparently our scoreboard operator didn't show up, or they did, or they're having problems or whatever. I don't know. 1 ball, no strike to Ashton Renas. Renas had a couple of hits yesterday, or 1 hit yesterday in that game against Valley City. He also had a fly out to the second baseman. That hit made it right past the shortstop. Pitch to the outside, ball 3. So a quick 3-0 count here to Ashton Renas now, as that is going to be 4 balls and 3 strikes on 7 pitches, and pitch 8 is going to walk him. So 4-pitch walk to Ashton Renas and Caden Newhart. Caden Newhart has been perfect in this tournament so far. He's 2 for 2. And both of his hits went to left field in yesterday's game against Valley City. There's a strike delivered by Jaden King. 0-1 now here to Caden Neuarth. Once again, Wahpeton coming in at 20-0 conference play. The Astros come in at 8-12 in conference play in the regular season. With their win yesterday, you could make it 9-12. So that one's fouled away for strike 2. And that one's a little low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Broadcast coverage brought to you here by Bar 9 in West Fargo, along with Maple River Grain and Agronomy, West Fargo Baseball, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, Dakota Fins and Feathers, and Proceed, among others, as that one comes outside to even up the count at 2-2. So the last 2 pitches were balls, and that means on 10 pitches he had 5 balls and 5 strikes, and it's 7 balls and 5 strikes now. And that one, he didn't catch the inside, and that's exactly where they want to go with pitches like that, to push the Astros off the plate and widen up that strike zone a little bit. But he did miss on the inside there, so that's another thing that they got to be concerned about. That one popped up straight back and foul, and then we'll stay right at 3-2. So our first payoff pitch comes a couple minutes into the ball game here. Our longest game yesterday was an hour and 44 minutes. Our shortest game yesterday, I believe, was an hour and 22, I think. I don't remember. I should have wrote down the times. I can look that up, but
Number 15, Brady Hecker, courtesy running for the catcher, Newhart at first for the Astros.
That would be something I could look up between games. But as somebody said yesterday to me in a text message, you had 3 quality games there. They were played well, and they went quick. And I'm like, yes, they absolutely did. Let's hope the 4 today are similar. And he laughed when I said that. I think he came off the bag, and he did. And now the bases are loaded here for the Astros with only 1 out.
Center fielder number 5, Kane Mathiasen.
That one comes a little bit too close inside to Kane Mathias and nearly nicked him and pushed in that first run. 1-0 the count now here as King winds up with his 17th pitch of the game. That one's popped away. Fargo post runner to Astros in the third base dugout. Wahpeton post 20 in the first base dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Mathiasen. And that one's inside as well. And they are going inside, like we mentioned in the keys of the game there, but they're getting maybe a little bit too close to those batters. Somehow, like any more inside, and he'd be on base. And he goes inside again, and spinning out of the way is Mathiasen, and it's 3-1 now. And we'll see if Jaden King will give the 1-run advantage here to, and he will. It's a bases loaded walk, and Jackson Fleetfoot kind of frustratingly throwing the ball up and catching it with his right arm. And now Fleetfoot's going to ask for time to go up and have a conversation, and here comes the coach for Wahpeton as well. It's 1-0 on a bases loaded walk that brings in Brady Hecker from third. Actually, check that. It brings in Ashton Renas from third. Now Brady Hecker is on third. Gus Weremeyer's on second. Kane Mathiasen on first. So they need to maybe re-strategize a bit on those pitches to the inside here. And we'll see if the words from coach and catcher Jackson Fleetfoot will help settle down Jaden King a little bit here. But with one out and the bases loaded, Chase Lura will step up to the plate with his team now leading 1-0. And Lura's looking for a base hit, and over to third, they get the force out, and the run scores. It's 2-0. So Lura gets on with an RBI fielder's choice.
Second baseman number 2, Colston Sen.
(6-5) on the throwout at third. So that puts Mathiasen on second, Chase Lura on first, and Colston Sen is the batter now. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead here in the top of the first, and they are looking for more. Swing and a miss. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Colston Sen yesterday had a pair of pop-outs to the second baseman in that game against Valley City. And that pitch is up a little bit high for ball 2. Thank you for joining us here on this early edition of the East Region Tournament. Yesterday's first game starting at 1:30. Today we get action started at 11 a.m. and then the same schedule as yesterday after this first game. So 2-2 the count now here. And now you can make it a full count to Colston Sen. So will the next pitch bring out 3 or will it load the bases again? Kate Olhauser waits on deck to find out the answer. 7 minutes in, and that one's low and it loads the bases again on a walk. Kate Olhauser, the shortstop, will come up to the plate here.
Number 9, Kate Olhauser.
And try and do a little bit more damage here for the Astros. The more runs they can get here in the top of the first, it'll be just that much easier going forward into the game. And that pitch is up high, and it ricocheted off the glove of Fleet. But ball had some backspin, and that kept the runner on third. That's Kane Mathiasen looking to come in from third. So let's see here. That pitch was ball 1, so this next pitch will be his 30th pitch already, and we're still in the top of the first. And I would say that with a 30 pitch or more count here for King, if you can get out of this inning only giving up 2 runs, that would be a big plus, a big positive. Kate Olhauser looks for a base hit and cannot connect. 1-1. He was looking to go right towards the shortstop on that swing. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And another swing and a miss, and that's strikeout number 2 for Jaden King, and they leave 3 stranded on base as we go to the middle of the first. 2 strikeouts on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter for Jaden King. And on the Red Baron line score, it's the Astros 2. And coming to bat for Wahpeton is Caden Kappas, Tori Ulick, and Jackson Fleet. Joe Gould will be on the mound when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. It's Joe Gould warming up on the mound here to get ready to take his team into the bottom of the first. And the Astros were able to get 2, but they left the bases loaded. And the good news for Wahpeton is they only gave up 2 in the bottom of the first, so it's not quite as big of a hill as it could have been going into the bottom half of this inning here. So Joe Gould will square off against Caden Kappas to start the inning. We'll also see Tori Ulick and Jackson Fleetfoot this inning. We're 11 minutes into the ball game now.
For Wahpeton, post 20. Shortstop number 5, Caden Kappas.
So 2 runs on a hit and 3 left on base, no errors for Wahpeton in that top half of the first. And that was a launcher that went to left field and foul for strike 1. And right away on the first pitch, Wahpeton displaying the type of firepower they have when they are swinging at the plate. Gould will go outside and even up the count at a ball and a strike. That one just elevated a hair high for ball 2. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's high for ball 3. And that one's right up the middle. It's a diamond cutter into shallow center field and a base hit and a single for Caden Kappas.
Now batting center fielder number 20, Tori Ulick.
So now Tori Ulick will step up to the plate and try and add to what was started there by Caden Kappas. And now they'll try the pickoff attempt there. Gould will get it over to Wiermeyer, and Kappas slides back in time. So 1 hit now here for Wahpeton. And a runner on, trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the first. And now, throw to second. Oh, and if he would have got that throw off sooner, he likely could have got him out. But Kappas will take second base on the steal. And it's a 1-0 count here to Ulick. And now some quick words here between Caden Neuharth and Joel Gould. Ulick will retake the batter's box. Batting from the left side, or batting left-handed here is Ulick. Here's the 1-0. Gould delivers. Down low, ball 2. And there's a strike. At least it looked like a strike from up here, but it's ball 3. You got Eric Guler on the bases, and you got Taylor Foose behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes. And there's a strike. And Ulick thought he got walked there. And to be honest, so did I, based on the previous pitch that I thought was a strike, and that pitch was in about the same location. So I wasn't sure what was going to be called there. 3-1, and here's another one right up in the center field. One hop picked up there by Kane Mathiasen. He'll throw it back in quickly here. And it'll be picked up by Ashton Renas. And Ulick's on with a double to push Kappas over to third.
Now batting for Wahpeton, the catcher, number 7, Jackson Fleetfoot.
So now 1 base hit later, it could be a tie ball game at 2-2. So they got 2 runners in scoring position, still looking for that first out. will deliver outside for ball 1 to Jackson Fleet-Flint. That'll put Jaden King, the pitcher, into the on-deck circle here, and barring a triple play, we'll see him next. And the 1-0. Swung on, hard hit ball, it's fair down the third baseline. And that will score. Kappas will also score Ulick. And it's a 2-run double to tie this game up at 2-2 on your Proceed scoreboard. Jackson Fleet-Flint takes a pitch and drives it right down the third baseline into left field. I'll score both runs, and now Jaden King will be the next batter. But first, we have a visit to the mound here for the Fargo Post 400 Astros. And this visit to the mound for the Fargo Post 400 Astros is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. Find them online at marshmma.com to learn about the services they can provide for you in the Fargo, Moorhead, West Fargo, and surrounding area. Once again, that visit to the mound was presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. Here's Jaden King. Once again, runner on second as Jackson Fleet-Flint got there with the 2-run double on the drive down the third base line to the wall in left field to tie the game up at 2-2 on your Proceed scoreboard. That is 2 runs on 1 hit now here or check that, 3 hits, excuse me. And make that 4 hits. And now put runners on the corners.
First baseman number 1, Josiah Hoffman.
So runners on the corners now for Josiah Hoffman. 18 minutes into the ball game. Joe Gould on his 14th pitch here, according to my numbers. And that one's going to be popped up, and it's an opportunity here for potentially Gus Wiermeyer, and he cannot make the catch, and it drops fair. And that will load the bases. And a ball that was originally going foul somehow drifted back into fair territory with the slight breeze that's out there. And now we'll have a courtesy runner on third here for Fleet-Flint. I believe that is going to be number 3.
Number 3, Skylar Blado, courtesy running for the catcher. Fleet-Flint.
Skylar Blado.
And third for Wahpeton.
All right, so Caden Hockert is the batter now, as the error is charged to Wiermeyer at first base. And now Hockert's going to go to left center, and diving for it was Mathiasen. Christofferson was backing him up, but he couldn't make the catch, and another run will score. It's Skylar Blado coming in from third. And it is now a 3-2 lead for Wahpeton Post 20 here in a big first inning with 5 runs scored, and the bases remain loaded on the 5th hit of the game out here for Wahpeton Post 20. Riley Timian is the batter now, and we'll see. Most of these batters have just taken 1 pitch, and I mean, if it wasn't a ball, it seems like any pitch thrown by Joe Gould that ended up in the strike zone, Wahpeton's been able to get their bats on it. And they have been just absolutely dominant here in the first part of this inning. May I remind you, there's still nobody out, and the bases are loaded with 3 runs across the plate. There's a strike. That's probably the first strike thrown that didn't result in a hit. And that's not to say anything negative there. I'm just calling it as I see it there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one, a grounder, bouncing ball towards third that drifts foul, and it'll be strike 2. Wahpeton posts 20, showing why they are the #1 team in this tournament right now. They give up 2 in the frustrating top of the first, and they bounce right back. That one will just miss there, ball 2. Next pitch for Gould will be his 20th. I think the important thing here is to get that first out. And he'll be fouled at the plate, excuse me. And he'll stay 2-2. 9 balls and 11 strikes on 20 throws for Joe Gould. Gavin Schroeder is on deck. Timian, represents batter 7 in the lineup here for Wahpeton. And the 2-2 delivery from Gould. Swing, and at the plate, it's going to be a strikeout. So that's the first strikeout for Joe Gould on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And they finally record that first out on a strikeout by Timian. He'll go into the books as a strikeout swinging. And Gould will deliver, and that one is, young kid almost had his eyebrows taken off on that one. Thankfully, it missed him, and he's okay. I'm going to startle him a little bit. Outside 1-1 now here to Gavin Schroeder, the batter for Wahpeton. And this one, a bouncing ball towards second. Charging is Colston Sen. He gets it over to first for the easy out. They'll trade the run for the out. And that's not a bad decision, considering it took a while to get that first out. Now you got that second out quickly. Run comes in to score, and runners to second and third as a result of the RBI ground out. Jaden King will score. Hoffman to third. Hockert up to second. First base unoccupied. Jack Rittenauer, the batter now. And the pitch. In for a strike. Nice pitch there by Joe Gould. So 4-2 as Wahpeton's doubled up here on the Astros now on your Proceed scoreboard. In the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And another swing and a miss, and it's strikeout number 2, excuse me, for Joe Gould on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And that will strand 2 on base and end the first inning of play. They get 4 runs on 5 hits on 1 Fargo Post 400 Astros error, and they leave 2 on base. And a quality first inning for Wahpeton. We'll see how the Astros can respond in the top of the second when we come back after this break here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned.
Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs Honey Barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh! Making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Yes. Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
All right, welcome back. Top of the second, it's Ethan Dahl leading things off for the Astros. There'll be batters 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup. Jaden King just tossed his 33rd pitch. Ball 1-0 to Ethan Dahl. Now make it 2-0. Two-0 delivery, and that hits the edge for a strike on the outside edge. So they went to the inside a lot in inning 1. It caused them a little bit of issues. And now they're going to the outside, and now he sends this one down the middle, and that's fouled off by Dahl. So that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So King will set wide, deliver the 2-2, and that one's also fouled off, and Ethan Dahl will sign himself a 1-pitch extension to his plate appearance. 2-2 inside, and they missed it. Payoff pitch. It's a strikeout. That is strikeout number 3 for Jaden King on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter with locations in Castleton and Mapleton. And now we return to the top of the order here. It took 39 pitches for Jaden King to go through the first 9 batters for Fargo Post 400. Throws a strike there for 0-1. Christofferson 0 for 1. He struck out looking last time he was at the plate. As a 1-1 count now. Reached base on error twice yesterday and popped out to the pitcher once yesterday in the game against Valley City. And a swing and a miss here for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Alex Christofferson with Ashton Renas on deck. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Sweet Shots in Fargo, Gordy's Travel Plaza, Touchmark in Fargo and Bismarck, and Healing Touch Chiropractic, along with Gordy's Travel Plaza, who will track another strikeout for Jaden King on their strikeout counter. He has 4 now. Ashton Renas is the batter. Also want to say thanks to Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo, Castleton Cold Storage, Boston's Pizza in West Fargo, Red Baron in Castleton, Buffalo Wild Wings with multiple locations in Fargo Moorhead, Castleton Lumber, Kindred Area Arts Partnership, and Swenson Farms, proudly cheering on the Kindred Vikings in the region and state tournament. That one's fouled away, and it'll remain an 0-2 count here to Ashton Renas. As we approach the 30-minute mark of the ball game now. 0-2. That one's low, and he checked the swing. It's 2-1, or 1-2, excuse me. One, 2. That one's pushed up and foul away, and they'll stay at 1-2. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Jaden King. He has 5 now on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And that will end the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. 30 minutes into the game on the Red Baron line score. It's the Wahpeton Post 24 and the Fargo Post 400 Astros 2. Coming up to bat for Wahpeton is Caden Kappas, Tori Ulick, and Jackson Fleetfoot, the top of the order when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
You have options when it comes to purchasing your crop inputs. At Maple River Grain and Agronomy, it's our goal to provide our member owners with the best possible customer service from people that you know and trust who grew up around here and know what it takes to run a successful farming business year-round. The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy can anticipate our customers' needs. They now serve the DGF and Barnesville communities, as well as Rothsay and Sabin, plus many other locations across North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit mrga.com today to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy.
All right, welcome back. First pitch fouled away here by Caden Kappas. He would single right up the middle into shallow center last time he was at the plate. So Wahpeton went through 9 batters in the top of the first, and now they start at the top of the second with the top of the order here. Also see Tori Ulick and Jackson Fleetfoot this inning as well. That pitch will even up the count at a ball and a strike. 1-1 now here to Caden Kappas. Gould, 30 pitches, 11 balls, 19 strikes, with pitch 31 on the horizon here. He'll wind up, deal the 1-1, and he will curve it, but it will not break enough for strike 2, and it'll be ball 2 as a result. Swing and a miss. Joel Gould, 7-1 this year in his 8 starts. He's looking to hopefully pick up another W here, but it's not going to be an easy task. Did he drop that one in? That was close, but it remained a hair high for ball 3, and a full count now here to Caden Kappas. Can Gould get another strikeout, or will he walk him? Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and Gould gets the strikeout. That is strikeout number 3 for Joel Gould on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And Tori Ulick now got a diamond cutter up the middle for a double last time he was at the plate. There's a strike. Nice pitch by Gould. That one didn't break and on nearly hit Ulick. It's 1-1. Ulick able to dance out of the way of that one. There's a strike. And that one's fouled off, and we'll stay at 1-2. And it's a ground ball towards Colston Sen, and it's a 4-3 ground out.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Jackson Fleetfoot.
Fleetfoot lined a double down the third base line into left field last time he was at the plate. It took 7 batters for the Astros to get 2 outs in the top of the first. It's taken 2 batters to get 2 outs here in the top of the second. So much better performance. And this one going to right. Can Chase Lura get there? He cannot, but he will hold him to a single. And it's a base hit. And now with 2 outs, Wahpeton finally has a runner on base here in the top of the second. Jaden King is the batter now, 1 for 1 on a single to shallow left last time he was at the plate.
Number 3 is Skylar Blado, courtesy running for the catcher, Fleetlet at first for Wahpeton. Now batting the pitcher, number 6, Jaden King.
And he just misses the outside of the plate there for ball 1 on Jaden King. Now, if King can reach base with no outs recorded, we'd see Josiah Hoffman next. And a rolling ball right back to Joe Gould. He'll pick it up, fire it over to first. They got it, and that will strand one on base, and that'll end the second inning of play. It'll be a 1-3 ground out. And that'll bring up batters 3, 4, and 5 for the Astros. It's Caden Newhart, Gus Weremeyer, and Kane Mathiasen due up. Jaden King with his 51st pitch. When we return after this on the Red Baron line score, it's Wahpeton post 24 and the Fargo post 400 Astros 2 after 2 complete. We'll be right back after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, welcome back to Haymaker Stadium here in Castleton, North Dakota, home of the 2023 East Region A tournament. It's day 2 of the tournament. 3 teams eliminated yesterday. No teams playing today will be eliminated after today's action. We'll start to see more eliminated teams in tomorrow's games. We'll have 4 of them tomorrow. Same schedule as today, 11, 1:30, 4, and 6:30. And that first pitch will miss for a ball, and it's 1-0 now here to Caden Newhart, who was walked last time he was at the plate. So he's 0 for 0. And this one's high and out for ball 2. I believe it was a 5-pitch walk to Newhart last time he was at the plate. And, ooh, that one could have been called a strike, but apparently our home plate umpire wasn't feeling it on that pitch. 3-0. And that one's high, and it's a 4-pitch walk this time.
First baseman, number 19, Gus Weremeyer.
So Gus Weremeyer will come to the plate now. And coming in is Brady Hacker for
15,
courtesy
Brady
running.
Hacker, courtesy running for the catcher, Newhart, at first for the Astros.
And a strike is called. 0-1 to Weremeyer. Weremeyer's infield single last time he was at the plate. And now it's only going to be lifted up towards center field. And at the warning track making the catch is Tori Ulick.
Center fielder, number 5, Kane Mathiasen.
So fly out for Weremeyer to deep center. Brady Hacker will stay put at first base. And here's Kane Mathiasen, who was walked last time he was at the plate. Pitch is a little high for a ball, 1-0. "40 minutes into the ball game, Jaden King has tossed 57 pitches so far. He's pitched 58. That one's low for ball 2. He's thrown more balls than strikes on 58 pitches. And if the Astros want to get back into this game, they need to take advantage of Jaden King before a coach decides to pull him. 3-0 the count. There's strike one. So King will cash in his free strike coupon. And they're going to call that a strike on the edge, and that'll fill up the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pickoff attempt and a enthusiastic safe call from Eric Guler, working the bases out there. Payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled right back up and on the roof of the overhang. And we'll have payoff pitch number 2 just ahead. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Bar 9 in West Fargo, Maple River Grain and Agronomy, West Fargo Baseball, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, and Dakota Fins and Feathers. And that's inside, and for the second time this game, Kane Mathiasen will walk. And I'll bring up Chase Lura, who reached
fielder number 13, Chase Lura,
on a fielder's choice. He got an RBI off that fielder's choice as he would ground the ball out towards Caden Kappas. And Kappas would choose to get the force out at third when the bases were loaded on that particular play. Strike one here on the fouled away pitch by Lura. So if Lura can reach base with no double plays happening, we'll see Colston Sen next for the Astros. And that one hit well to left, and it'll drop for a base hit. Rounding third is Brady Hecker, and he will score. And the Astros have trimmed the lead down to 1.
second baseman number 2, Colston Sen.
So Chase Lura to the plate 2 times, and he has 2 RBIs. This time an RBI single, last time an RBI fielder's choice. So Kane Mathiasen moves to second with Lura on first. That one's popped up, fouled away by Colston Sen for strike 1. Colston Sen was walked last time he was at the plate. And it's 4-3 in favor of Wahpeton here on the Proceed scoreboard, and a runner in scoring position. A base hit could tie the game. That pitch will drop low for a ball, 1-1. And they'll call strike on the outside edge, and that's a great call by the home plate umpire. Jaden King placed that pitch perfectly. And that one's going to be a base hit into right field. And will they send Kane Mathiasen? They will. And the ball will come dribbling back. The throw will not be made, and the ball game is tied at 4-4. Colston Sen will earn himself an RBI single, scoring Kane Mathiasen from second.
Shortstop number 9, Cade Olhauser.
And now Cade Olhauser, the shortstop, will step up to the plate here and try and keep things going. 1 out for the Astros so far, and this will be the 70th pitch for Jaden King here in the top of the 3rd. And that one fouled right back, and not for the netting. Your home television screen would be broken now. Pitch a little low and out, ball 1. So 1-1 to Olhauser. Ethan Dahl waits on deck, still 1 out. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Chase Lura on second, Colston Sen on first, and the pitch is outside, ball 2. And he'll reach for that, and he'll push it up and back and foul. 2-2 the count now here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on, and a 4-4 ball game here on your Proceed scoreboard. Astros getting 2 in the top of the first, none in the second, and 2 so far here in the top of the third. And swing and a miss on a pitch that came to the inside, and that is strikeout number 6 to match Jaden King's jersey number on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. So now 2 outs, and Ethan Dahl will try and keep things going here for the Astros in the top of the third. Now it's fouled off to the right side of our broadcast booth. And that one up high and then eventually dropped. Fleeflet had to reach around the right leg of the home plate umpire to grab that one and make sure the runners stayed where they were at. After all that, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And now the umpire will do some maintenance on home plate here. One, inside, strike. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Castleton Cold Storage, Boston's Pizza in West Fargo, Red Baron in Castleton, and Buffalo Wild Wings. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. They will strand 2 on base, but they get 2 across to tie it up here as Jaden King records his 7th strikeout of the game, and we go to the middle of the third as a result. 78 pitches for King, 4 runs on 6 hits for Wahpeton, and 4 runs on 3 hits for the Astros. And after 2.5 played on the Red Baron line score, we're knotted up at 4-4 between the Astros and Wahpeton. We're back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
78 pitches for King.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, welcome back. 4-4 on the Proceed scoreboard. First pitch there from Joe Gould comes in for a ball against Josiah Hoffman, who reached on an error. He popped out into foul territory. And then the ball drifted back into fair play, and the catch was not able to be made by Gus Wiermeyer, and they went ahead and charged an error to the first baseman on that play. 2-0 the count. And that one appeared to maybe just miss on the inside. It looked almost good from up here. 3-0. That one's outside. They'll walk him. 4-pitch walk to Josiah Hoffman, and Caden Hockert is the batter now.
Caden Hockert.
Hockert would find the gap in left center for a single last time. That was I believe that was the play where Kane Mathias and the center fielder dived for it, and Alex Christofferson backed him up to hold Hockert to a single. Pitch from Gould, and we'll see if Wiermeyer cannot miss this one. And I went right behind the post, and he did not make the catch. So drop for a strike. And I'm not sure if there's something on that first base side that's causing him to lose the ball. Maybe the sun's a little bit too bright. I'm not 100% sure. But they get a strike out of it. So 0-1. And now time is, or wait, no, pickoff attempt. I thought time was called, but. They'll show bunt, pull the bunt back, and the pitch misses for a ball. It's 1-1. And that one's fouled right back for strike 2. This is pitch 50 for Joe Gould, according to my numbers. 1-2. That one's popped up, pushed foul off the first base side. And on 50 pitches, 20 balls, 30 strikes. Once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball or hit by a pitch. And he'll reach for that one, and Colston send back to first. It's a double play, a 4-3 double play to record 2 outs on a line drive shot from Hawker right to Colston Sen, who fired it right over to Wieremeier to get Hoffman out at first. So that takes the runners off base, puts 2 outs on the board. Riley Timian, the batter now. He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. He taps it foul for strike 1 here. The 0-1 delivery. And that's fouled off right over the roof of the Wahpeton dugout. Gould delivers and fouled away. They'll remain 0-2. We're 53 minutes into the ball game. Gould's thrown 54 pitches. Timian 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. He's in an 0-2 hole right now. In a tie ball game, 4-4 on the Proceed scoreboard. Pitch 55 for Gould. Can he end this inning on pitch 55? No, he cannot. It'll be a little bit low and at least one more pitch. So see what Gould puts it this time. And a little chopper that goes foul. One-two delivery. Swing and a miss. And another strikeout on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. Ends the third inning of play. And on the Red Baron line score, we remain tied 4-4 after 3 complete. Here on the Magnitude Sports Network. It'll be Alex Christopherson, Ashton Renas, and Caden Newhart. It's batters 1, 2, and 3, the top of the order for the Astros when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
We take great pride in really doing all the research and the work behind the scenes to make sure that our products just work.
We have our own staff member that helps pick the hybrids and the varieties that work in our area. It's meant for you, not for somebody 200 miles away.
We test our seed locally. We produce our seed locally, so we get to see our production fields, where they need to be, and if they work there.
Need seed? Think Proseed. Proseed.net. Great seed at a reasonable price.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated kid. My family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcasted on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best, then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to him today. Welcome back. Knotted up at 4-4 as we go to the 4th inning of play here on the Proceed scoreboard. And that's a bouncing ball towards Kappas. He'll pick it up off one hop. And on the stretch, Hoffman will collect it. And that's a 6-3 ground out. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jaden King. That one's going to right, and it's pushed foul for strike 1. Once again, it's Ashton Renas. He's 0 for 1. He was walked his first time. He struck out looking his second time on the plate. We're 3 minutes in front of the 1 hour mark of this ball game, 57 minutes here in the top of the 4th. So this one going a little bit longer than the games yesterday, but then again, in the games yesterday, I think we had, let me count them up here. I don't remember what our pregame numbers showed, but 13 runs scored. So 8 runs in our first game today compared to 13 runs in every game yesterday. So those games went a little bit faster as a result.
The catcher,
that's out number 2.
Caden Newhart.
Caden Newhart now is the batter. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. And Newhart will pop that one up and push it foul off the first base side. 1-1 the count. Swing and miss, 1-2. So the winner of this game will move on to play in the 4 o'clock game tomorrow. Will play the winner of the West Fargo Bets and the Fargo Post 2 Bombers. And there's another strikeout on Caden Newhart. And that also ends the top of the 4th. 8 strikeouts for Jaden King. And now Joe Gould will come back onto the mound. And he'll toss pitch 58 against Gavin Schroeder, Jack Rittenauer, and Caden Kappas. Batters 8, 9, and 1 for Wahpeton. It's 4-4 after 4.5 played on the Red Baron line score. We're halfway through, and we don't have a decider yet. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with the fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Fielder number 2, Gavin Schroeder.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 4th, a quick top of the 4th. We're at the 1 hour mark of the ball game now, halfway through. We'll see if the second half of this takes another hour, less, or a little bit longer. We'll find out. 4 runs in the bottom of the 1st and nothing since then for Wahpeton, as the Astros, with a pair of runs in the top of the 1st and top of the 3rd, were able to tie it up, and we've been tied for a full inning of play now. Bottom of the 3rd, top of the 4th. 1-1, Joe Gould on his 60th pitch coming up here as he takes a moment to tie up his shoe. Broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at Bar 9 in West Fargo. You can go there to watch all the West Fargo games throughout all the tournaments coming up over the next 10 to 12 days. Also, Maple River Grain and Agronomy, West Fargo Baseball, Post 400 Baseball, Proceed, Dakota Fins and Feathers, and more. And a base hit into the gap in left center. We'll roll all the way to the warning track, and that's going to be an easy double for Schroeder. And Wahpeton post 20 starts the bottom of the fourth off in the right direction.
Second baseman number 8, Jack Rittenauer.
So Jack Rittenauer will try and add to what was started by Schroeder now. It's Rittenauer and Kappas, the next two batters. And a balk is called, and they'll award Schroeder third base as a result. That's the first balk of the tournament. And he delivers a strike there, 0-1 to Rittenauer. So now Schroeder to third with nobody out as Wahpeton threatens to retake the lead. And he delivers strike two. That one appeared to be a little bit low, but it was apparently high enough for a strike, and it's 0-2. That one was a hair high for a ball. 1-2 the count. 1 hour and 2 minutes into the ball game now. 4-4, runner on third is Schroeder, and a 1-2 count on the pitch coming up here from Gould. He'll miss outside to even up the count at 2-2. Rittenauer would refuse to chase. And he got it in there for a strikeout. Caught the edge, got him looking. He struck him out twice now. That is the fifth strikeout for Gould on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And Caden Kappas 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. That single went to center field on his first at bat. He went down swinging his last trip to the plate. So 1 out now. And looking for the suicide squeeze, and it goes foul, and Caden Neuarth nearly caught it right off the edge of his glove as he dived for it. And it'll all result in strike one, the most dramatic strike one you'll probably see in a while. As Schroeder came in from third, as Kappas went for the bunt on the suicide squeeze, all he had to do was push it right back towards Gould, and it would have worked. But it went off to the right side, and Neuarth took a dive for it and nearly caught it. Here's the 0-1, and that one's outside, and Gould may have lost the grip on that one to even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And they're going to try the suicide squeeze again, and it's going to work. And they'll throw it up to first to get the out. That'll record out number 2, but the suicide squeeze does its job. And that'll bring in Schroeder from third, and it's now 5-4.
Tori Ulick.
Tori Ulick now the batter, as Wahpeton regains the lead at 5-4. And a ball is called on that pitch there. That was 1-0 now to Ulick, who's 1 for 2 with a double to center and a ground out to second. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1 hour and 5 minutes time of the ball game now. One pitch. And a little chopper that'll roll towards Colston Sen. He'll pick it up on the run. Got him just in the nick of time. That was a close one. but that'll end the fourth. Wahpeton gets one across to retake the lead. They leave nobody stranded on base, and they get no hits in that inning. 1 hour, 6 minutes, and we'll go to the end of the fourth, and we'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Practice. Buffalo Wild Wings isn't supposed to make a burger this good. Like, you might even forget we have wings good. So we threw in 6 boneless wings for $1 as a reminder. Buy any burger, get 6 boneless wings for $1. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Abby says she wants to marry a B-Dubs honey barbecue wing. We get the sweet, tangy allure of honey barbecue sauce, but you can't marry a chicken wing. What are you going to serve at the wedding? Their family? 26 sauces and seasonings at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back to Haymaker Stadium here in Castleton. It's Gus Wermeyer who'll lead it off for the Astros. They trail 5-4 now after Wahpeton successfully pulled off a suicide squeeze on its second attempt of the suicide squeeze. That first pitch a ball, a second pitch also a ball. It's 2-0. Jaden King now with his 90th pitch of the game. Pitch limit's 105. 2-0, and it got the edge for a strike, 2-1. So on 90 pitches, 39 balls and 51 strikes for Jaden King. And the 2-1 delivery, outside and low, as he tried to catch the corner again and missed. It's 3-1. And that one's lifted up. And he'll make the catch. And that's Josiah Hoffman recording the first down.
5, Kane Mathiasen.
Kane Mathiasen's been to the plate twice. He's been walked on both occasions. He's seen only 9 pitches in this game. He's walked on 5 pitches his first time, walked on 4 pitches his second time. And now he's seen 10 pitches, and 9 of them have been balls. Make that 10 balls on 11 pitches and a 2-0 count now here to Mathiasen. The 2-0. Ew, now hit him. And Mathiasen will reach base via hit by a pitch, and that'll bring up Chase Lura.
Right fielder number 13, Chase Lura.
So according to my numbers, Jaden King has 10 pitches remaining before he has to be pulled. Of course, if he reaches that limit during an at-bat, he can finish that batter, but then he'd have to be pulled. And that one's going to left. And it will drop foul by about 1.5 feet. Oh, and 1 the count. Just forgot to reset the count there after Mathiasen got on base. So it's no balls and 1 strike. 0-1, and he went a little bit early on that swing, and as a result, cost him a strike. Oh, and 2 now, hour and 10 minutes in. And that one's fouled away. We'll stay at 0-2. Mathiasen, the runner on first for the Astros. He represents the tying run here in the top of the 5th as the Astros trail 5-4 to the 1-seeded and currently undefeated Wahpeton Post 20. 0-2. Swung on right back to Jaden King, and he mishandles it. And that'll be an error. And 2 runners on base
Second
as a result.
Number 2, Colston Sen.
So King at 99 pitches, and we have a visit to the mound. That'll likely do it for Jaden King, and it will. Yep, coach will take the ball away from King. So Jaden King, 99 pitches, 43 balls, 56 strikes. He's given up 4 runs on 3 hits. He's stranded 5 Astros batters on base. And King will be responsible for Kane Mathiasen on second and Chase Lura on first should they come around and score before we can close the book on Jaden King. So Jaden King, a pitch shy of the century mark. And we'll have a new pitcher. We'll tell you all the details when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
All right, you're getting a look at Caden Kappas, who will take over for Jaden King. Kappas comes in from shortstop. Jaden King goes from the mound to right field. Gavin Schroeder goes from right field to left field. And that's all your changes, I believe. So once again, Caden Hockert, the new shortstop. Gavin Schroeder, the new left fielder. Jaden King, the new right fielder. And Caden Kappas, the new pitcher here for Wahpeton Post 20. So once again, Post 400 has 2 runners on base, and those runs will be charged to Jaden King should they come in and score. At the moment, King, 99 pitches, given up 4 runs on 3 hits, has stranded 5 Astros batters on base, and we'll see if Kappas and his team can keep that number as his official tally for this game. Wahpeton Fargo Post 400 took advantage of King and the mental mistakes there by Wahpeton in the top of the first. And now let's see here. All right, looks like Jaden King's going to switch spots over to left field. He originally lined up in right field. We'll get that confirmed here momentarily.
Batting second baseman number 2, Colston Sen.
And a pop out there to the shortstop, Caden Hockert, will be good for out number 2.
Shortstop number 9, Cade Olhauser.
That was Colston Sen who popped out. So update on the outfield there. They took Jaden King out as they noticed that he had some trouble walking around there. They brought Skylar Blado into the game. And Gavin Schroeder now moves from left field to right field, and Skylar Blado goes into left field. So the original changes I told you were accurate until they made an additional change. 1-0. Here to Cade Olhauser, the shortstop. He's been to the plate twice. He struck out looking once and struck out swinging the second time. 2-0, 3-0, throw to third. They safe. So they get the double steal, and they put 2 runners into scoring position. And now base hit would be huge here for Kate Olhauser, or even a walk for that matter, and they get a strike there. Ethan Dahl is the batter on deck. Olhauser and Dahl represent batters 8 and 9 in the lineup for the Astros. Inside, strike 2. Now can Kappas capitalize from a 3-0 deficit and strike out Olhauser to end the inning here? There's 2 away. This is a big opportunity for the Astros, and time is called. (3-2). Outside walked him. Fleeflet tried to frame it up on the edge, but did not fool home plate umpire Taylor Foose.
Designated hitter number 8, Ethan Dahl.
And now the bases are loaded for the Astros with 2 outs, and Ethan Dahl 0 for 2, struck out looking and struck out swinging. The first run of the game was scored on a bases loaded walk. Can Wahpeton avoid a tied game by the same scenario? We'll find out. Popped up, first base side, and it'll go right over the, it will go over. I wasn't sure if it went inside or over, but it did go over the roof of the dugout there, and it'll be strike 1. Kane Mathiasen on third, Chase Lura on second, Kate Olhauser on first. And the base is loaded in a 1-run ball game here with 2 away in the top of the 5th. They've left 5 on base so far. And a base hit to left field, and that will tie the game. Kane Mathiasen comes in. Rounding second is Chase Lura. The play at the plate, and he's out. And we are tied as Kane Mathiasen, number 5, ironically ties it at 5-5. Chase Lura tried to give the Astros the lead, but the play at the plate and the tag was applied, and he's out. So as a result, they'll strand 1 on base, and they'll get the tying run, and we go now to the middle of the 5th here on your Proceed scoreboard. After 4.5 played on the Red Baron line score, it's the Fargo Post 400 Astros 5 and Wahpeton Post 25. Let me double check the other numbers there. Yes, everything you see on your screen is correct. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. First pitch there comes across for ball 1, a little wildly. It's Jackson Fleeflet. He's had a good day at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Fired a double down the third base line to the wall in left field, and then he also got a single to right field last time he was at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Joel Gould on pitch 73 right there, and pitch 74 coming up, and it's 2-0. Fargo Post 400 Astros came that close from taking a 6-5 lead, but the play at the plate was tagged out. And it's a risk worth taking because you at least tied the game. We had a good game between Devil's Lake and the Fargo Post 400 Comets yesterday. This game here is kind of rivaling that game there. This will likely be the longest game of the tournament so far, but I don't think anybody's complaining about the time of game right now. 2-1. And that one's low and out, and it's 3-1. Once again, it's Jackson Fleeflet. We'll see Jaden King. Now, we might have a change, actually. Yeah, we'll have a change. It'll be Skylar Blado who's on deck. And then we'll see Josiah Hoffman ascending as well. 2 hopper to Colston Sen. It's a 4-3 ground out.
Now batting for Wahpeton, left fielder, number 3, Skylar Blado.
And that one may have lost it. Comes way in too far inside, and Jaden King nearly got a free base. I'm sorry, this is not Jaden King, it's Skylar Blado, and I just told you that right before he came up to walk to the plate. I spaced it. Strike called there. 1-1 now here to Skylar Blado. And that one's outside. It's 2-1. That one's popped up. And the catch is made by Kane Mathiasen.
First baseman, number 1, Josiah Hoffman.
So Blado will pop out shallow center. Josiah Hoffman 0 for 1, reached on an error, and he walked as well on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. Gould with pitch 81, and he'll miss for a ball, 1-0. And that one is fouled off to the first base side. In 3 games yesterday, we had 13 runs. Right now, we have 10, and we're going to have at least 11 in this game, if not more than that. And that one's fouled off for strike 2. Joe Gould with a 1-2 count, looking to pick up his 7th strikeout of the, I believe it's his 7th. It's either 6th or 7th. If he gets it, we'll see. 1-2. Nope, outside, even up at 2 now. If there's one person that knows, it's our Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. Gotta love technology. 2-2. That one's popped up, and Wermeyer redeems himself after 2 misses. He makes the catch, and we remain tied at 5 here after 5 complete. It's been a fun ball game so far. 5-5 after 5 on your Red Baron line score. And that was 85 pitches for Gould, according to my numbers. We'll be back in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Astros.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
Fielder number 6, Alex Christopherson.
All right, welcome back to the East Region Tournament here. Got a fun one, 5-5 between the Astros and Wahpeton post 20 here after 5 complete. We head to the top of the 6th, and it's the top of the order with number 6, Alex Christopherson, leading it off. He'll take the first pitch for a strike, and that's 0 for 1. Christopherson's 0 for 3. He struck out looking, and then he grounded out to Hockard, the shortstop. on a 6-3. That pitch will miss outside to even up the count at a ball and a strike. We'll see Ashton Renas and Caden Newhart this inning as well for the Astros. And a little grounder towards third, but it'll roll foul. Yep, and that was the right call there by home plate umpire Taylor Fuse. Goes on the books as strike 2. If you're just joining us here, the Astros took the 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Wahpeton responded with 4 in the bottom of the fourth. It would remain 4-2 until the top of the third when the Astros would tie it up. It would remain 4-4 until the bottom of the fourth when Wahpeton would convert on a suicide squeeze with a runner at third to take the 5-4 lead. And then the Astros, in the top of the fifth, would get runners on, they'd get the bases loaded. They get a base hit into left field to score 1 run. The second run from second came in, got tagged out at the plate. And that's where we sit. And now another base hit to left field here. We'll put a runner on base for the Astros. And Christofferson breaks his 0-for-3 streak with that single to left.
Number 11, Ashton Renas.
And Ashton Renas will be the batter now. He's 0-for-2 with a walk, a strikeout looking, and a ground out to second. This is just game 1, and we have 3 more games after this. This one's definitely setting the bar for the action today. Looking to bunt. He'll pull the bunt back and take ball 1. We'll see if Renas squares up again. Nobody out, trying to get that Christofferson into scoring position. He will square up, and he'll take the strike here, 1-1. He'll square up again, and he'll push it down the first base line, and can he run that one out? He cannot, but it doesn't matter because the sacrifice bunt does its job, moving out Christofferson into scoring position on second with 1 out.
Number 14, Caden Newhart.
So now Caden Newhart will step up to the plate. He's 0-for-1. He's been walked. He was walked again, then he struck out looking his last time up. And my strike is called there. An interesting strike. Looked a little low to me, but it's 0-1. Swing and a miss. He may have tapped that one, but either way, it's strike 2. I'll go ahead and put it in as a fouled away pitch. Pretty sure I heard a ting off the bat there. 1 away, Gus Wiermeyer waits on deck, and now the throw to second. Ooh, and he was back just in the nick of time. Christofferson nearly got taken off base there. And he could not frame that one up. A couple of Wahpeton fans kind of questioning that one. And I don't blame them. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one going to right field. And now tagging on second. And he will make it to third. Christofferson's now 90 feet away from getting the Astros the lead.
Number 19, Gus Wiermeyer.
As Newhart flies out to right field. And can Gus Wiermeyer, here at the 1 hour and 30-minute mark of the ball game, give the Astros the lead with a base hit? 2 outs, so it has to be a base hit. He's 1 for 3. Infield single, fly out to center, and I'll pop out to the first baseman. I believe it's 2 balls and no strikes. And now with 22 pitches, we have a visit to the mound here for Wahpeton post 20. And this visit to the mound for Wahpeton Post 20 is presented to you by. It looks like they're going to intentionally walk Gus Wiermeyer. So that sets up. Let's see here. I only had a 2-0 count, so I'm guessing they intentionally walked him.
Now batting for the Astros, center fielder number 5, Aim Mathiasen.
Did I miss some pitches there? No, it was 2-0. Okay. Yeah, I just got it confirmed. It was a 2-0 walk, so now runners on the corners here. And that one's going to third or left field, and chasing after it, making the knee sliding catch is Skylar Blado, and that will strand 2 runners on base and remain tied after 5.5. Still 5-5, and more after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
You have options when it comes to purchasing your crop inputs. At Maple River Grain and Agronomy, it's our goal to provide our member owners with the best possible customer service from people that you know and trust who grew up around here and know what it takes to run a successful farming business year-round. The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy can anticipate our customers' needs. They now serve the DGF and Barnesville communities, as well as Rothsay and Sabin, plus many other locations across North Dakota and Minnesota. Visit mrga.com today to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy.
West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 6 here, knotted up at 5 apiece between Wahpeton Post 20 and Fargo Post 400 Astros. And Caden Hockert, he's 1 for 2. Single to left and a line drive double play to Colston Sen at second that got his teammate on first out as well. It resulted in a 4-3 double play on his last at bat. And he'll chop this one foul for strike number 1. Oh, 1. That one a miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One, and oh, it broke on the corner, on the edge. I don't know about that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looked a little bit outside to me, just a little bit. 1-2. That one definitely is ball 2, although stranger calls have been made. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This would be the 90th pitch for Joe Gould, according to my numbers. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Strikeout number 6 for Joe Gould on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter.
Third baseman number 11, Riley Timian.
So 55 strikes and 35 balls on 90 pitches. And now pitch 91 will be against Riley Timian. And Timian has been to the plate twice, and Gould has struck him out twice. Ball 1. And that'll be ball 2. 1 to the inside, 1 to the outside, and Gould will have to battle back from a 2-0 deficit. Gavin Schroeder is on deck for Wahpeton. Timian and Schroeder represent batters 7 and 8 in the lineup. And that one will come in for ball 3. One out, and Timian potentially a pitch away from Timian, I should say. Wow, let's try that again. Potentially a pitch away from being on base. We'll see if strike 2 comes here or not. Nope, it will not, and he'll go on base with the walk. Gavin Schroeder, the batter now.
Number 2, Gavin Schroeder.
Schroeder's 1 for 2, grounded out to second, got a double into the gap in left center last time he was at the plate. And there's a strike called. And it's 0-1. Once again, the winner of this game will move on to the 4 o'clock game tomorrow to play the winner of the Fargo Post 2 Bombers and the West Fargo Vets. West Fargo Vets and Bombers are playing the second game here, scheduled to start at 1:30. 2-strike count now here to Schroeder. Gould delivers. Swing, tap, foul, and he'll stay alive for at least one more pitch. This will, depending on how many pitches he throws here to Schroeder, this could potentially be Joe Gould's last batter. And that one's fouled off. And the next pitch for Gould will be pitch 100 according to my numbers. Ooh, that one just barely missed Schroeder. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes as Gould went to the inside. Now he could, if he can get a strikeout before 104 pitches, he could face one more batter if the coaches decide to let him do that. That one almost dropped in for a strike. Stayed elevated a little bit too high. That's pitch 101. This is pitch 102 coming up here. 2-2. Full count. So this is pitch 103 for Joe Gould. And a payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled away. And pitch 104 coming up. Strike, strike, fouled, fouled, ball, strike, or fouled away. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9th pitch between Gould and Schroeder here on this plate appearance. And that one's popped up. Going to shallow right. And the catch is made there by Chase Lura. So now the question to be asked is Gould, I have him at 104. Will the coaches come out and make a change? Or will they allow him to face
now batting second
Jack
baseman,
Rittenauer?
number 8, Jack Rittenauer.
And it looks like they're going to allow him to face. So this will absolutely be Joe Gould's last batter. Pitch 105. On the edge for a strike. 0-1. He's struck out Rittenauer twice. Once swinging, the second time looking. And this one's going up to shallow right. Can they make a play on it? They can. And one will be stranded, and Joe Gould will finish on 105 pitches right at the pitch limit. And we'll see a new pitcher in the bottom of the 7th.
Joe Gould finishes with 106 pitches.
Or they got him at 106, I guess. So I'll add one more pitch to his count. And Rittenauer will fly out to right field. And Chase Lura is the batter. Or no, yeah, he will be the batter when we come back from the break. We'll be back in a moment here. It's been a fun game, and we still got more to play. We'll be back in a moment.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with the fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, welcome back. Top of the 7th. And it's a 5-5 game here on your Proceed scoreboard. The batter is Chase Lura. He's 1 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice, singled to left, and then reached base on an error. So he's reached base in some form on all 3 of his plate appearances. That one fouled right back, and we're at 0-2. So Joe Gould officially finishes with 106 pitches. He's able to complete 6 innings of work, and we'll see who they put on the mound here in the bottom of the 7th. That one hit well to left, but is it hit well enough? Drifts foul, and it'll drop for a strike. So it'll remain an 0-2 count on that fouled away pitch by Lura. We'll see Colston Sen and Kate Olhauser. It's batters 6, 7, and 8 here in the top of the 7th for the Astros. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. And that is strikeout number 8 for number 9 for Wahpeton pitchers, and the first for Caden Campus. So the strikeout swinging will put out number 1 on the board. I don't know, something didn't reset on our scoreboard here. That's out number 2.
Shortstop number 9, Cade Olhauser.
So it's up to Cade Olhauser here to try and keep this inning going here for the Astros. They'd like to get an insurance run here and make things a little bit more difficult for Wahpeton in the bottom of the 7th. And that's a little hopper towards second, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning here for the Astros. Tied at 5, through 6.5. Wahpeton needs 1 to walk it off and win, or will we see some bonus baseball here in Game 4 of the East Region Tournament? We're about to find out the answer to that. Don't go anywhere. This has been a fantastic ball game. We're going to see who comes out victorious here sooner or later when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
We take great pride in really doing all the research and the work behind the scenes to make sure that our products just work.
We have our own staff member that helps pick the hybrids and the varieties that work in our area. It's meant for you, not for somebody 200 miles away.
We test our seed locally. We produce our seed locally, so we get to see our production fields, where they need to be, and if they work there.
Need seed? Think ProSeed. ProSeed.net. Great seed at a reasonable price.
All right, Joe Gould done with 106 pitches as he went one over the pitch limit. He finished 6 innings of work, gave up 5 runs on 7 hits, stranded 4 Wahpeton runners on base. And now you're getting a look at Ashton Renas warming up here as he'll try and keep this a 5-5 game and force the 8th inning. One other defensive change for the Astros. Brady Hecker comes in to play third base. Everybody else remains in their same spots. If you're just tuning in, the Astros took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Wahpeton responded with 4 in the bottom of the first. It would stay 4-2 into the 3rd inning, where the Astros would get 2 more to tie it up at 4-4. In the bottom of the 4th, Wahpeton would score on a suicide squeeze when the runner came in from 3rd to take the 5-4 lead. Astros would get that run back in the top of the 5th to tie it at 5-5. On a base hit to left with runners on 2nd and 3rd, the runner on 3rd scored to tie it. The runner on 2nd was tagged out at the plate. That would have given the Astros a 6-5 lead. But instead, the out keeps it 5-5. And now Caden Kappas finds himself with a 1-1 count here. He's 1 for 2, single to center, struck out swinging in a sacrifice bunt. 2 balls and a strike now here to Caden Kappas. That pitch is a hair high for ball 3. So Renas gonna have to try and battle out of this 3-1 hole. And he walks him. And the winning run is on base for Wahpeton. Tori Ulick is the batter now. He's 1 for 3.
20, Tori Ulick.
First at bat, he doubled center field. Since then, he has a pair of groundouts, both of them to Colston Sen at second base. So a double, a 4-3, and a 4-3 on his 3 trips to the plate. This will be plate appearance number 4 for Tori Ulick. Jackson Fleetflit is on deck. So we just saw batter 1. He's on base now. It's batters 2 and 3 for sure. And they'll look for the bunt, and that's going to be bunted foul for a strike. And don't be surprised if Ulick squares up again here to try and move Kappas into scoring position. And we know that Wahpeton has the firing power on their bats, and if they get that runner onto second, that could be bad news for the Astros. So the Astros want to make sure they get an out or 2 here before that runner gets to second, if at all possible. Renas will look over his shoulder at Kappas on first, and they'll go for the bunt down the first base line. And he'll throw it up to first, and they'll get the out. And that puts the winning run in scoring position here with 1 out on the sacrifice bunt by Ulick.
The catcher, number 7, Jackson Fleetflit.
So the question here is, will the coach have Fleetflit square up to try and get Kappas to third with maybe 2 outs? Or maybe they get lucky, and now an intentional walk here for Fleetflit will set up the force out at third and bring up Skylar Blado. So they don't even risk it. They just intentionally walk Fleetflit, which is a smart decision. That sets up the force out at third. Skylar Blado 0 for 1, flied out to center field. And the throw to second, and Kappas is back in time. 1 hour and 50 minutes. Does it feel like it's been almost 2 hours? I'd say no. I don't know about you. And the pitch. Got it in there for a strike. 0-1 to Blado. Josiah Hoffman is the scheduled batter on deck, and it is indeed Hoffman on deck right now. Some of the Astros fans in attendance, patiently waiting to see if their team can get through the bottom of the 7th, tied at 5 or not. That one ripped foul down the third base line, and had that stayed fair, it'd be game over. Instead, it's an 0-2 count here, and Renus needs one more pitch to potentially put out 2 on the board, and that would be a positive here. Can he sneak one by Blado? We'll find out. Fouled at the plate, and it'll remain 0-2. Want to say hi to Jim, tuning in from Denver, North Carolina. And also want to say hi to Elizabeth, who's cheering on number 6 for Wahpeton. I have to look at my lineup. I'm not sure which player that is off the top of my head. And that one's up a little bit high. That's Jaden King, number 6 for Wahpeton, as I looked at my lineup. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Skylar Blado. Check out the runners and deliver the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they got a strikeout. And out number 2.
First baseman number 1, Josiah Hoffman.
So now it's up to Josiah Hoffman to try and get a walk-off win here for Wahpeton. With 2 outs. Josiah Hoffman's 0 for 2, reached on an error. He was walked, and then he would pop out to the first baseman. And this one going to center field, going back on the run, and the catch is made, and that is out number 3, and we have bonus baseball. We're going to the 8th inning, tied at 5. And the Astros have given it all they got against the undefeated 1 seed, Wahpeton Post 20, and they're taking it to the 8th to try and decide this one. We'll see if the Astros can get some insurance runs in the top of the 8th here on Magnitude Sports. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude.
Bar 9 in West Fargo is your stop for that pregame lunch and for the postgame celebration. With over 30 TVs, you can catch your team anytime. We have a delicious food menu including wings, pizza, sandwiches, and more. Enjoy it inside or head on outside, day or night, to relax in the comfort of our updated outdoor patio. We also have slots, blackjack, pull tabs, and all gaming proceeds earned go to support West Fargo baseball. So catch your team's game tonight at Bar 9, 1405 Prairie Parkway in West Fargo.
We take great pride in really doing all the research and the work behind the scenes to make sure that our products just work.
We have our own staff member that helps pick the hybrids and the varieties that work in our area. It's meant for you, not for somebody 200 miles away.
We test our seed locally. We produce our seed locally, so we get to see our production fields, where they need to be, and if they work there.
Need seed? Think ProSeed. ProSeed.net. Great seed at a reasonable price.
Leading off the top of the 8th inning.
7 wasn't enough to decide it.
Hitter number 8, Ethan Dahl.
And now we go to the top of the 8th with Ethan Dahl, who's 1 for 3. Struck out looking, struck out swinging, and then he singled to left field. One ball, no strike here to Ethan Dahl. And now it's 2 balls and no strikes. Once again, Caden Kappas on the mound here. I got him at 33 pitches right now. Last time we saw a run was in the top of the 5th when the Astros tied it at 5-5. 2-1. And that one's popped on. And looks like Hoffman will make the catch for out number 1.
Back to the top of the order for the Astros, left fielder number 6, Alex Christopherson.
So now we flip it back to the top of the order for the 5th time in this game. And Alex Christopherson's 1 for 4. Struck out looking, he struck out looking again, then he grounded out to third, and then he got a single to left. I'm sorry, he grounded out to short, not third, and then he got the single to left. That one's going to right field, and that should be a catch, and it is for Gavin Schroeder, and that's 2 away. Now bring up Ashton Renas.
Third baseman number 11, Ashton Renas.
And that one inside and pushes Renas off the plate. Ball 1. And that one's high up into the backstop. Ball 2. That one's going out to center. Tori Ulick will make the catch for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 8th, and we're still knotted up at 5 apiece here. And no winner just yet. How far will this one go? We'll find out when we return from the break. Scheduled batters 6, 7, and 8. Caden Hockert, Riley Timian, and Gavin Schroeder, will be the batters due up. Pending changes, Ashton Renas, I have him on pitch 14 when we return from the break here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Leading off the inning for Wahpeton, the shortstop, number 9, Caden Hockert.
All right, bottom of the 8th here. Wahpeton needs 1 to end the game. And the Astros need 3 outs to force the 9th. Nothing is promised here, let's put it that way. It's been a great ball game. Right up the middle, Renas fires it over to Wieremeier. 1-3, a ground out. 1 pitch, 1 out. You can't ask for better efficiency than that.
Third baseman number 11, Riley Timian.
Riley Timian, there we go, 0 for 2. Struck out swinging, and walked. On his 3 trips to the plate so far, Gavin Schroeder is the batter on deck. We'll see him for sure this inning. And a strike is called as Renas delivers to produce the 0-1 count. We've now hit the 2-hour mark of this ball game, and time is called by Timian. First pitch coming at 12:02, and chop foul for strike number 2. (11:03) time of first pitch this morning. We're now exactly at 2 hours. We're at 1 hour 59 last time I said it. And this one's popped up and fouled away. Nobody can make a play on it, and remain a 2-strike count here with 1 away. One's outside for a ball. Strike, pair fouled away pitches, and then that ball brings us to 1-2. One away, nobody on here. 5-5 in the bottom of the 8th on the Proceed scoreboard. That one will bounce in for ball 2 to even up the count. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by our friends at Swenson Farms, Kindred Area Arts Partnership, Castleton Lumber, Buffalo Wild Wings, Red Baron in Castleton, along with Boston's Pizza in West Fargo baseball, and Post 400 baseball. The 2-2 popped up, fouled away, and will remain 2-2. Also say thanks to our friends at Sweet Shots in Fargo, Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, Touchmark in Fargo and Bismarck, Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo, Castleton Cold Storage, and Proceed, along with Bar 9 in West Fargo, and Maple River Grain and Agronomy, and Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, and Dakota Fins and Feathers. I think that wraps up all of our sponsors. And if it wasn't for them, we would not be here broadcasting these games. So if you have an opportunity to patronize or say thanks to one of those businesses, we'd appreciate it. That one's lifted up. Traveling over to right field, Chase Lura makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Right fielder number 2, Gavin Schroeder.
So Timian flies out to right field at the 2-hour, 2-minute mark of the ball game. Gavin Schroeder's 1 for 3. A ground out to second, a double to left center, and a fly out to shallow right. Renus, my numbers, this is pitch 22. 1-0, and that one's popped up, fouled away, pushed off, out of play in the first base side. And it'll be strike number 1 here to Gavin Schroeder. If Schroeder can reach base, it's Jack Rittenauer who's on deck for the Wahpeton Post 20. And that one's fouled up straight back into the netting, and strike 2. The West Fargo Vets and the Fargo Post 2 Bombers eagerly wait to see who will win this game, as that will be one of those two teams will play the winner of this one tomorrow at 4 o'clock. And a full count at 3-2 now. And Renus, will he walk him or will he strike him out? Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled at the plate, and a payoff pitch number 2 coming up. 2 away. Once again, Rittenauer is the batter on deck if Schroeder can reach base. Payoff pitch number 2. Swung on, hit deep to left, and the catch is made, and we're going to the top of the 9th. 7 doesn't do it, 8 doesn't do it. We remain knotted up at 5 since the top of the 5th, and we've not been able to break that tie just yet. We go to the 9th to see if something will change. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Fargo Post 400 Baseball wishes the Stars, Astros, and Comets the best of luck in this year's tournaments.
Newhart.
All right, we're at the top of the 9th. 3, 4, and 5 are the batters for the Astros. It's Caden Newhart. They'll pop this one up, going to right field, and there's out number 1 as it's snagged by Schroeder. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 9th. 2 hours and 5 minutes in. Gus Wermeyer is the batter now. And the pitch. And it hit the edge for a strike. Wurmeyer wanted to swing, thought it went outside, didn't swing, caught the edge anyway, 0-1. And he's going to go foul, and nobody will make a play on that one. Fargo Post 2 player will reach out and snag that. Next game scheduled for 1:30. I have a suspicion it's going to be a little bit later than that. And that one's foul again. Same spot. Into the left field area where Fargo Post 2 Bombers are waiting to get onto the field. West Fargo vets patiently chilling out behind the Wahpeton dugout on the first base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Here to Gus Wurmeyer. Kane Mathiasen is the batter on deck, and now we'll have a visit to the mound here. Kappas, I have him at 44 pitches. This visit to the mound for Wahpeton Post 20 and pitching change for Wahpeton Post 20 is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency in Fargo. Looks like they're possibly going to bring in Skylar Blado. No, they called him in from left field, and it's going to be Braxton Pauley will be your new pitcher for Wahpeton. So Kappas, 44 pitches, 15 balls, and 29 strikes, gave up no runs on no hits. And stranded
number 23, Braxton Pauley.
One runner for the Astros on base during his time on the mound. And Braxton Pauley will get a chance to warm up to the first #1 song of 1984, Corey Hart's Sunglasses at Night. So Gus Wurmeyer Braxton Pauley will inherit a 2 balls, 2 strike count against Gus Wurmeyer. And Kane Mathiasen will come to the plate for sure in this inning. And if we can get that far in the lineup, it'd possibly be Chase Lura to follow that. So once again, Braxton Pauley continues to warm up here for Wahpeton Post 20. And let's see here. We got Hoffman at first. It looks like we have a new second baseman now, and that's going to be Caden Kappas, and that will move Jack Rittenauer over to short. Yup, it will. Riley Timian stays at third. I don't think there are any change. There was one change in the outfield, actually. Let's see if we can figure out who's in the outfield there. So we got, it's a new left fielder, and that's going to be number 9, and that is Caden Hockert. Okay, so to reset here, you got Gavin Schroeder in right, Tori Ulick in center, Caden Hockert in left, and then around the bases on the infield here, you have, looks like they're checking out something with the baseball here. You have Braxton Pauley now pitching, Jackson Fleeflit still behind the plate, Josiah Hoffman still at first, Caden Kappas is the new second baseman, Jack Rittenauer is the new shortstop, and Riley Timian remains at third. So right now, it looked like Braxton Pauley had some questions about the baseball, and now the Wahpeton coach is having a chat with all right, so what the issue was Braxton Pauley is wearing sunglasses, and the umpires made him take off the glasses, and that's what the coach was talking about to the two umpires to get the exact reasoning why he could not wear the glasses that he originally brought out to the mound. And looks like they have resolved that issue. So once again, it's Gus Wieremeyer. And Braxton Pauley inherits a 2-2 count on Gus Wieremeyer. We're at 2 hours and 11 minutes, time of the game. There are no runners on base. There's 1 out. Here in the top of the 9th. And that one grounded foul. And it'll remain 2-2. Wieremeyer 1 for 3. Infield single, fly out to center, pop out to the third baseman. And ball 3. So on the first 2 pitches by Pauley, it's a fouled away pitch and a pitch to the outside that misses for a ball, and now the payoff pitch. And that one's fouled away. And the Astros seem to targeting post 2 over on that left field side with these fouled away pitches. He'll foul it back and stays alive. Let's check it out. Strike, ball, fouled, ball, strike, foul, ball, fouled, fouled. This is the 10th pitch of the at-bat here for Gus Wieremeyer between 2 different pitchers. Payoff pitch number 3. He pops it up and left field. The catch is made for out number 2, and Kane Mathiasen will be the last chance for the Stars to get something done here in the top of the 9th. So on the 10th pitch, he flies out to left field. Kane Mathiasen's 0 for 1. First 2 times up, he was walked. Third time up, he was hit by a pitch. Last time up, he'd pop out to the third baseman. And strike 1 is delivered there. He'll reach for it and foul it away for an 0-2 count. And a ground ball that'll find its way into left field for a 2-out base hit in the top of the 9th.
Now batting for the Astros,
Make a
number 13,
clarification
Jace
here.
Lura.
And my apologies, it's actually Kappas who's playing shortstop. I mixed up the shortstop and the second baseman. My apologies on that. So Rittenauer at second, Kappas at short. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Chase Lura, the batter, 1 for 4. Fielder's choice, single, error, struck out swing. And a hard hit ball towards third and just foul for strike 2. Nothing in 2. Did we go to the bottom of the 9th? Not yet. Colston Sen awaits on deck for an opportunity to continue this inning here for the Astros. 0-2 pitch. Outside, low, ball 1. It gets away and up to second. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position for the Astros. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Kane Mathiasen moves to second. It was a brave attempt, but it paid off as that pitch bounced off Fleetfoot's glove and went right back towards Pauley. Fleetfoot raced up and got the throw to second, but not quite in time. And now a deep shot center field. Backpedaling there is Ulick, and he makes the catch for out number 3. They strand 1 on base, and we go now to the bottom of the 9th. Can Wahpeton finish it off this time? We don't know for sure. We'll get our answer sooner or later when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Boston Pizza harnessed Fanalytics to help optimize no-look dipping. Ooh, making adjustments so you can stay focused on the game. The playoffs at Boston Pizza, powered by Fanalytics.
At Boston's, we make crowd pleasers. Like this.
Woo!
And these.
So good!
And definitely this.
I love you! Woo!
Stop by or book your catering order online and we'll make you a fan.
West Fargo Baseball wishes the Patriots, Aces, and Vets the best of luck in this year's tournaments. All right, so the Astros are going to bring a new pitcher in. It's Cade Olhauser. And that means we'll have a new shortstop as well. Ashton Renas, 28 pitches, 10 balls, 18 strikes. Gave up no runs on no hits. Left no runners stranded on base. And Cade Olhauser, let's see who's the new shortstop here. Looks like it could possibly be Ashton Renas who will be the shortstop. So just a straight switch from shortstop and pitcher. As we remain knotted up at 5 here in the bottom of the 9th. And it'll be number 9, Cade Olhauser, the Fargo Davies Eagle product, who will try and force the 10th inning here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Rittenauer's 0 for 3. Struck out swinging, struck out looking, then he flied out to right. And that'll just miss, as he was hoping Rittenauer would possibly chase that to the outside. He knew that was going to be a ball, and it's 1-1. And now he'll go to that same spot and miss again. It's 2-1. We're at 2 hours, 18 minutes here in the bottom of the 9th. Now it's 3-1. And he'll deliver strike 2 there and fill up the count. Strike. Ball, and a strike. And now you either got a walk or out number 1 coming up next here. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out. And that's out number 1. The 8th strikeout of the day here for Fargo Post 400 pitchers, according to the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter. And Caden Kappas is the batter now for Wahpeton. He's 1 for 2, got a single to center, struck out swinging, sacrifice bunt, and a walk. Pitch outside, ball 1. And there's a strike. Now we're even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Want to say hi to Tyler. He's watching. He's giving his comments on what a great game this is, and I absolutely do not disagree with you on anything that you've said, Tyler. You've nailed it right on the spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right back up the middle, and it'll find its way into center field, as our good buddy Josh Almaris would say. That's a diamond cutter right up the middle. And Kappas is on base with a single.
Number 20, Tori Ulick.
I think that's the first hit for Wahpeton in about 3 or 4 innings. Maybe the first hit for either team in about 3 or 4 innings. I'll have to go back and analyze it to be sure, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty accurate. So Tori Ulick now 1 for 3. A double to center, a pair of ground outs to second, and was thrown out on a sacrifice bunt last time he was at the plate. And he'll catch the corner, and some Wahpeton fans not in agreement with that pitch. You may have heard that through our field mics. Olhauser sets, delivers inside, and he hits him. And Ulick will reach base via hit by a pitch. This is the first time that either team has had 2 runners on base since the, let me look here, bottom of 6 or top of 7? It was top of 7th when Fargo Post 400 had 2 on base. That was the last time we had 2 runners on base, was in the top of the 7th. And now a visit to the mound here for the Fargo Post 400 Astros as they're looking for a way to get out of this 2 runners on, 1 out scenario here. And this visit to the mound for the Fargo Post 400 Astros is brought to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. You can find them online at marshmma.com to learn about the services they can provide for you in the Fargo, West Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area. Once again, their website's marshmma.com, and that visit to the mound for the Fargo Post 400 Astros was presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. Jackson Fleeflit is the batter now. He's had a pretty good day at the plate. He's 2 for 3. He started off with a smash double down the third base line to the left field wall. Then he got a single to right. Then he grounded out to second. Then he was intentionally walked last time he was at the plate to set up a force out at third. And now a high hit ball going deep to center. And making the catch there. And now tagging on second and going to third is Caden Kappas, and they'll put runners on the corners here for Wahpeton. There's 2 outs on the board. So Fleeflit will fly out to deep center, and that will allow Caden Kappas to get the third.
Number 23, Braxton Pauling.
And now the Astros need to watch out for the double steal here, possibly. They'll probably just allow Ulick to go to second if he does try and steal. That's probably the best strategy there. Skylar Blado 0 for 2, fly out to center, struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. Now he takes strike 1 here. Braxton Pauly, excuse me. I forgot that they made that switch a couple innings ago. And now Ulick will absolutely take second, as they did not allow Caden Kappas the opportunity. So now a base hit likely wins the game, but there's 2 outs and no balls and a strike to Braxton Pauly. And now it's 1 ball, 1 strike, as Olhauser was trying to get Pauly to chase that one, and he did not. 2 hours, 24 minutes. If you walk Pauly, that sets up a force out at home. Josiah Hoffman's the batter on deck. 1-1. And a nice block there by Newhart to keep it in front of him. It results in a 2-1 count. You definitely don't want to give up that run on a wild pitch, that's for sure. 2-1 with 2 outs. Runners second and third for Wahpeton. The pitch is low for into the dirt for ball 3. And are the Astros running out of gas in the tank here? Kind of have that sense, but you just never know. 3-1. He walks them to load the bases, and that does set up a force out at home. That's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. A ground out to the positional player, and you take the out at the nearest base to end it. So once again, the walk is not the end of the world. They just need a ground out to a positional player, and that could force the 10th inning. Josiah Hoffman 0 for 3, reached on an error, then he was walked, then he flied out to center, then he popped out to the first baseman. And he throws strike 1 here to Josiah Hoffman. 2 hours and 25 minutes time of the game now. The 0-1 in for strike 2. And will Olhauser get at least 1 more of those and force the 10th inning? He's on his 21st pitch since he came in. Wind up in the 0-2. Got him, and we go to the 10th. On a pitch to the low outside corner, he caught the edge, and it's the 10th inning is coming up here on Magnitude Sports. We're still knotted up at 5. It's been about 5 innings since we've seen a run scored. Wahpeton got very close there. And Olhauser able to pitch his team out of some trouble. And we'll see what happens in the top of the 10th when we come back after this here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Chiropractic.
Gordy's Travel Plaza continues to improve products and services. Now open is the Beer Cave with wines and spirits. Pick up a fresh-made Sandy's donut along with the fresh bean-to-cup coffee or espresso. How about our tasty popcorn with warm butter on top, or cool down with the all-new Fresh Blend shakes, smoothies, frappes, frazzles, and more. Now open is Champ's Chicken, Hangar 54 Pizza, and Hot Mex Express. We are excited for you to try out the all-new items at Gordy's Travel Plaza in Castleton, serving Castleton and the surrounding communities for over 55 years.
Seven doesn't do it. 8 doesn't do it. 9 doesn't do it. We go to the top of the 10th. Our game between the Fargo Post 2 Bombers and the West Fargo Vets was supposed to start 1 minute ago. Obviously, we're going to be a little bit behind on our times today. And I don't think anybody's upset about that right now. This game has been absolutely fantastic. Want to say hi to Cooper. He's watching. He's cheering on Wahpeton Post 20. And I know that there's a whole bunch of other people tuning in, probably cheering on their respective teams here. To the 10th we go, and the first pitch, that almost looked like it bounced off the dirt, but they're going to call it a strike. Colston Sen is the batter. He's 1 for 3. He walked, he singled, he would fly out to the shortstop and pop out to the first baseman. And this is his 5th time at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in 5 plate appearances. 2 strikes, and now that is nice grab there by Jack Rittenauer, the second baseman, for out number 1. I thought for a moment they might be able to string a base hit out there, but nice catch on the run by Rittenauer. And Kate Olhauser, who struck out the Wahpeton batter with the bases loaded, steps up with his bat now to see if he can do some good things from the other side of the pitcher's view. It's 1 ball, no strike. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Time is temporarily called. Now Olhauser will step back in. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Nobody on, 1 out. And strike 2. Nice pitch there by Braxton Pauley. If you're tuning in looking for the West Fargo and Fargo Post 2 game, you got to wait a little bit longer here. There's another strikeout from Braxton Pauley, and for Wahpeton pitchers, that's the 10th batter struck out today here on the Gordy's Travel Plaza strikeout counter.
Designated hitter number 8, Ethan Dahl.
Ethan Dahl's 1 for 4. He struck out looking, he struck out swinging, he singled to left, and he'd pop out to the first baseman. He's 1 for 4 as a result. Pitch will miss low and out for ball 1 here to Ethan Dahl. Alex Christofferson is on deck if Dahl can reach base with 2 away. And he went too far on his check swing, and that's should be a strike. And they refer to the first base umpire, and he agrees with my thoughts. Outside, ball 2. We've hit the 2-hour, 30-minute mark of this game now. Time is called here by Ethan Dahl. If Dahl can reach base, it flips it back to the top of the order with Alex Christofferson, batter 1. Dahl, batter 9 in the lineup here for the Astros. And a strike 2 is called there on another nice pitch by Braxton Pauley. 2-2. He'll reach for it, foul it back, and he'll stay alive for at least 1 more pitch. Want to say hi to Oakley. Thanks for tuning in, Oakley. Appreciate it. And right up the middle, and a snag there by Braxton Pauley, and that'll do it. 9.5 complete, and it still remains tied at 5-5 here on your Red Baron scoreboard. Don't worry, if it does go the 11th, I have another line score to show you. We're not running out of space just yet. Let's see here. My lineup blew out the window, so I'll tell you what. We'll tell you more when we come back from the break here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best, then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
We take great pride in really doing all the research and the work behind the scenes to make sure that our products just work.
We have our own staff member that helps pick the hybrids and the varieties that work in our area. It's meant for you, not for somebody 200 miles away.
We test our seed locally. We produce our seed locally, so we get to see our production fields, where they need to be, and if they work there.
Need seed? Think ProSeed. ProSeed.net. Great seed at a reasonable price.
All right, bottom of the 10th. That first pitch just missed for a ball. It's Caden Hockert, the batter. He's 1 for 4. He has a single to left. He line drived into a double play at second. He would strike out swinging, and then he grounded out back to the pitcher on a 1-3 on his most recent trip to the plate. He fouls that pitch off to even up the count at a ball and a strike, 1-1. And a swing and a miss on a pitch right down the middle there, and Hocker could not connect. 1-2.
Caden Hockert.
Olhauser with pitch 25 according to my numbers right here. And that one's inside, and it was just a little high, maybe a little bit too far inside. Ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now here to Caden Hockert. Riley Timian is on deck. We'll see Gavin Schroeder this inning as well. That one popped up, fouled away. First base side and out of play. We stay right at 2-2. Full count now, ball 3. Wahpeton has not scored since the bottom of the 4th. So it's been almost a whole baseball game since Wahpeton has scored. And a hard hit ball. It's a base hit to left field, and Hockert's on base. And for the 3rd time since the top of the 7th,
Riley Timian.
Wahpeton has gotten the winning run on base, but they haven't been able to get it across home plate yet. So for Wahpeton, that is the 9th hit of the game. And that one's bunted foul for a strike. It's Riley Timian, the batter, by the way. He's 0 for 3. He struck out swinging. Struck out swinging, then he was walked, and then he would fly out to right field in that order on his plate appearances so far. The 0-1 showing bunt again, and it's a little bit low, and it's ball 1. So Timian squaring up on back-to-back. If Olhauser can sneak strike 2, that would eliminate the bunt for this particular at-bat. Once again, it is Caden Hockert, the runner on first for Wahpeton. Shows the bunt, and it's up to first, and it's a wild throw, and now coming into third is Hockert. Can they get it back? Can they keep him there? They will keep him there. And that one almost cost the Astros the game. So that error will be charged to the pitcher. Runners will advance to second and third with nobody out. And now a visit to the mound here for the Astros as they are in some trouble here with nobody out and 2 runners in scoring position. 2 hours and 37 minutes, time of the game right now. This visit to the mound here for the Fargo Post 400 Astros is presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. You can visit them online at marshmma.com. to learn about the services they can provide for you in the Fargo, West Fargo, Moorhead, and surrounding area. Once again, this visit to the mound for the Fargo Post 400 Astros has been presented to you by the Marsh McLennan Agency of Fargo. Caden Hockert on third, Riley Timian on second, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 10th, 2 hours, 37 minutes, time of the game so far. Last time Wahpeton scored was in the bottom of the 4th. And now Gavin Schroeder is 1 for 4, grounded out to second, doubled to left center, a fly out to left, and a fly out to shallow right. And a fly out here could possibly produce a sac fly. That one pushes foul for strike 1. The Astros got out of a bases loaded situation in the bottom of the 9th. Can they get out of another tough situation here in the bottom of the 10th? That's the question. If we were to put up a little graphic for winning percentages, it would be heavily in favor of Wahpeton right now. Kind of reminds me of that graphic they had during that Vikings-Indianapolis Colts game where the Vikings were getting dominated and they came back and won. And he hit them. And now the bases are loaded with nobody out on the hit by a pitch to Schroeder, bringing up Jack Rittenauer.
Designated hitter number 8, Ethan Dahl.
Well, to my friend Dan Sen, this game is not going quick. That's in response to a text conversation we had yesterday. It's only strike 1, not strike 2. 0-1 the count here to Rittenauer. And he goes to the outside, and that was about the same placement as that previous pitch that was called a strike. So a little interesting call there as we hit the 2-hour, 40-minute mark of this ball game now. And that will be pushed foul, and now it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the important thing here is to get out 1. Once again, if you can get Rittenauer to ground out to a positional player, look for that throw to come back to home plate for the force out. And he tried to hit the corner again and missed, and that's one that he could afford to risk there, as it's now a 2-2 count. And that's a hit into right field. That's going to bring in Caden Hockert, and Wahpeton wins it. Walk-off, bottom of the 10th, 6-5. And what a tough loss for the Fargo Post 400 Astros, as they had Wahpeton on the ropes, looking to potentially hand them their first loss of the season. But they're nothing to hang their head about here. They came in and they played their hearts out, and they just came up a little bit short on an error in the bottom of the 10th is what really cost them. Time of the game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. And let me double check my numbers here to make sure we got everything right. So 6-10-1. 5 and 6, or 5, 6, 2. Yep, that what you see on your screen is right. 10 runners left on base for Astros, 5 left on base for Wahpeton. 6-5 win as the Post 20 gets that run in the bottom of the 10th to cap it off. And, well, our game between the West Fargo Vets and the Fargo Post 2 Bombers was supposed to start 14 minutes ago. It's going to be closer to a 2:45 start now. Maybe a little bit before that, but it's going to be right close to 2:45. So we are going to go off the air, and we will be back on for that game. But congratulations to Wahpeton Post 20, and congratulations to the Fargo Post 100 Astros, as they really made Wahpeton earn this game here in this one. And for the Wahpeton fans watching, as a matter of fact, I know there's fans from other teams watching too, and I hope you enjoyed this game. I know I did, and I'm pretty sure everybody up here in the press box enjoyed it too. All right, well, tell you what, we're going to go off air. We'll talk to you again in about 45 minutes for the Fargo Post 2 Bombers and the West Fargo Vets. It's the 4 versus 5 seed. They got some shoes to fill. This game really set the bar for today. We'll talk to you again soon. Stand by.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.